The Amazing Mr. Mulch. Rosemary Hayes. Illustrated by Ian Newsham. The school bell rang and Class 8 ran inside. It was the first day of term and they wanted to see their new teacher, Mr. Mulch. "I saw him in the staff room," said Craig. The other children asked Craig. "Is he old? Is he fat? Is he thin?" "Well," said Craig. Then Mr. Mulch came into the classroom. He looked at Class 8. "Is this Class 8?" he asked. "No," said a boy. "This is Class 9. Everyone laughed. Mr. Mulch was worried. Oh, dear," he said. "It's all right, Mr. Mulch," said Sarah. "This is Class 8. Oh, good," said Mr. Mulch. What are your names?" "My name is Sam," said Oliver. "My name is Gemma," said Seema. "My name is Matthew," said Farhan. "My name is Bonnie," said Claire. Everyone laughed. Mr. Mulch gave some books to the children. "We read this last term," shouted Claire. Oh, dear," said Mr. Mulch. "Don't worry, Mr. Mulch," said Craig. "It isn't true." Oh, good," said Mr. Mulch. Please turn to page 5. But Class 8 talked and talked and talked. The bell rang for break. Mr. Mulch closed his eyes and put his hands over his ears. The children ran out of the classroom. At break, Craig and Sarah asked, "Where do you live, Mr. Mulch?" "Where I live, we're all magicians," he said. "Magicians?" said Sarah. "Yes," said Mr. Mulch. Then he smiled and ran off. "I like him," said Sarah, "but I think he's crazy." "Yes, completely crazy," said Craig. After break, Mr. Mulch was different. He took a pencil and whispered some words. The pencil grew bigger. Then the pencil flew round the classroom, out of the window and over the town. "Wow," said Class 8. "Amazing!" "Oh, that's nothing," said Mr. Mulch. "Farhan, your hair is pink," said Oliver. Farhan's hair was pink, Oliver's hair was green, Claire's hair was blue, and Seema's hair was yellow. Then Seema's legs disappeared, then her body, then her arms, and then her head. "Help!" she shouted. But Oliver, Claire, and Farhan were invisible too. Then the posters flew round the room, and all the chairs danced. "Wow," said Craig. "He is crazy." "Let's make a pyramid," shouted Mr. Mulch. They all flew up into a pyramid, with Mr. Mulch at the top. Then the bell rang for lunch. Mr. Mulch went out of the classroom. "Help!" shouted Oliver, Seema, Claire, and Farhan. The 4 children were still invisible. The children went for lunch. The 4 invisible children asked for their lunch, but the dinner ladies couldn't see them and got angry. After lunch, Mr. Mulch tried to make the 4 children visible again. Claire's leg appeared. Then Oliver's hand waved. "Oh, dear," he said. "I can't remember the right magic." Oliver, Seema, Farhan, and Claire were very angry. The rest of the class laughed. Claire's leg stamped on the floor, Farhan's body shook, Oliver's hand waved, and Seema's face cried. "I know," shouted Mr. Mulch. He emptied his pockets and put the things on the table. He looked worried. But then, "Brilliant," shouted Mr. Mulch. "Here it is." "It's a coin," said Sarah. Mr. Mulch rubbed the coin slowly and the 4 invisible children appeared. Then Mr. Mulch ran to the door. "Goodbye, children," he shouted. He's amazing, said Farhan. He's magic, said Claire. The next morning, Class 8 ran into school. But there was a different teacher in the classroom. Where's Mr. Mulch? asked Seema. Who's he? said the new teacher. Now be quiet and open your maths books, she said. Then the children heard a laugh. They looked at the board. See you soon.